Wonderful morning. We are continuing with our ratio analysis. We are moving on to liquidity ratios. And I want you to get your pen, your paper, so that we can start. Okay. I want you to be writing so that we work together, can work together. All right. Can we start? Okay. Already we can start. So we have got two liquidity ratios in simple terms. They are used to measure the ability of the business to pay its short-term debts. Okay, remember business has its obligations and they can be grouped into short-term obligations or long-term obligations. So in this time, at this moment, we want to concentrate with short-term debts. So when we measure the ability of the business to pay its short-term debts, we are measuring the business liquidity. It measures the short-term financial health of a business in simple terms. That's what we call liquidity. So, excuse me. So it means we have got two classes. Number one, the current ratio, which is calculated as total current assets. Okay, remember, as current assets, we refer to those assets that have got a duration of less than 12 months. Our total current assets over our current what? Liabilities. Okay, that's the ratio. And then it means that it measures the ability of the business to pay its current liability using all its current assets. A current ratio of 1:1 means the business has $1 of current assets to pay $1 of current liabilities. A current ratio of about 1.222 is considered favorable by most accountants, subject to the nature of the industry. So we're saying when you find that the ratio is 1:1, it means that the business has $1 of current assets to pay the current liabilities. Okay. And usually when you see the ratio in the neighborhood of 1.5 to 2, then that should give you an indication that it's favorable, subject to the nature of the business and the industry in which the business is conducting its activities. Then we move on to what we call a quick ratio. It's also called asset test ratio. It's also our litmus test ratio. So in this case, we want to measure the ability of the business to pay its current liabilities using its current assets, excluding the inventory. So we say total current assets minus inventory, we divide by current liabilities. This is the strictest measure of liquidity, which eliminates inventory. So we're saying in inventory terms, it's not that liquid. So we say, let's try to eliminate the inventory in ascertaining the ability of the business to pay its short-term debts. So in this case, we say a ratio of 1:1 is preferred, but a ratio of 0.85:1 means that the business has less than $1 of liquid asset to pay each dollar of short-term debts. This is indicative of possible liquidity problems. Okay, so that's what mainly what we use mainly to ascertain the liquidity position of a business. All right. So I want you to go to activity 3.0 or total assets. Remember, these are total assets. It means there is a component of current assets and non-current assets. This is total non-current assets. In the 200,000, there is 80,000. Then total liabilities is 175. Then there's total non-current liabilities being 100. Then the inventory being 50. Then I want you to compute all these ratios and see how far you can go. Okay. All right, bye-bye for now. We meet in our next presentation, and I hope you manage to get some green light on what you're supposed to do. This is Jeff checking out.